you can't stay where you are, because I don't think humans were built for that. And I think part of the suffering of the world today and the malaise is because of this acceptance of mediocrity, which has crept up on us like a bit of a cancer. We look for happiness, but we've never defined our happiness. We've never asked ourselves, what is this happiness I'm looking for? And Jordan Peterson nicely kind of describes it, as well as others, to say that actually, and you may have heard this saying, but it's the climb is the happiness, the struggle. Because when you get to that peak and the pinnacle, you're like, okay, now what? And it's the human nature, I think, is to keep on evolving and challenging oneself. And to me, that's essentially one of the meanings of life. And I'd say, if you said to me, what's your reason for being? Why are you on this earth? Is to keep on improving. And then that brings me to the faith aspect, because what are you improving to? Well, what would be the highest peak to achieve? That would be perfection, theoretically speaking, right? None of us are perfect. We know that. We can't be, we're human. But if we keep striving for such a pinnacle which is unreachable, only good things can come from that, right? And perfection, however you want to define it, you can call it a god, you can call it God. You don't have to be a religious person. You can call it the highest collection of all the virtues that humankind has described. But it's a judge. It's a judge of some form, be it God, if you want to call it that. Even if you're someone who doesn't believe in God, fine, you must have some value structure, right? And your job, I believe, my job, or your job, anyone's job, is to try and get closer and closer and closer to that in incremental steps throughout your life. And that includes, that doesn't mean you become like some recluse who just trains all the time. That will also include family life, your career. You can pick and choose your goal. You can pick your perfection to some degree, right? And that's what it's all about, I think. And that, I think, gives man and woman happiness. That's the definition, I'd say.